Good morning, students. In this class, we discuss on concept of critical clearing angle. So first of all, we have to know what is critical clearing angle. So critical clearing angle, it is the maximum rotor angle up to which we can clear the fault so that our system remain in steady state. First, we write critical clearing angle. Critical clearing angle. It is the maximum change in rotor angle. It is the maximum value of rotor angle up to which our system remains in steady state when fault is clear. Means it is the maximum rotor angle up to which we can optimize our system remain in steady state after clearing the fault. Now to understand the critical clearing angle, first of all we assume our power system is in steady state. Means mechanical power input to the generator is equal to electrical power output to the load, or rotor angle delta is equal to del T. Suppose if fault occurs, if a three-phase fault occurs, in the system, then electrical power output of the generator becomes zero or reduced to zero. So now when we clear the fault, our system returns to steady state condition. So first we assume that our power system is in steady state in which mechanical power input to the generator is equal to electrical power output for the generator, and rotor angle is delta 0. Now if a sudden fault, three-phase fault occur in the system, then electrical power output of the generator becomes 0 and rotor angle accelerates. Now after some time we clear the fault with the help of circuit breaker, then our power system returns back to in steady state condition. Now we draw a power angle curve for all the activities. Power angle curve. Here we can draw a power angle curve. Power angle curve is the curve between accelerating power and rotor angle. P, this is rotor angle. Initially, our system is in steady state. Initially, our system is in steady state and it is transferring power Pm. And rotor angle is delta G. Delta. Now, at this point, at this point, now, if a fault occurs in our system, then electrical power output of the generator becomes 0. So, and our rotor accelerates. So, in this condition, our rotor angle accelerates. See the acceleration angle of rotor. Now at this point delta C, rotor angle reach to delta C, and at this point we clear the fault. Maximum accelerating power is this at this point. So this point is A, B, C, and this point is D. Now at point C, when we clear the fault, our system comes in steady state. So our system reaches at point D. Now our system wants to become in steady state, so rotor decelerates. Now rotor starts decelerating, and it decelerates up to rotor angle delta maximum, where electrical power output is equal to mechanical power input of the generator. So this angle is delta maximum. Now this area is known as area A2. Now this is area A2 and this is area A1. Decelerating area, and this is accelerating area. Accelerating area. Again, from this power angle curve, initially our system is in steady state, so mechanical power input of the generator is equal to electrical power output of the generator. So our machine is operating at point A and rotor angle is delta G. Now at this point, a three-phase fault occurs in our system that we assume a point P where a three-phase fault occurs in the system. Now in this condition, electrical power output of the generator becomes 0. So, but rotor angle again accelerating. Rotor angle is now accelerating. So rotor angle reached at point delta C. Now our system is removed from the fault, or fault is removed from the system. So in this condition, now our system becomes in steady state or reach to its initial state. So it is at point D. Now at point D, our system is, or rotor angle is decelerating. Rotor decelerate to reach its initial state, which is the steady state. Now the area A1 is accelerating area and A2 area is decelerating area. So in steady state, after fault is cleared, area A1 is equal to area A2. Area A1 is equal to area A2. So area A1 is rotor angle delta C, changing rotor angle and changing power is from Pm to P maximum. So now we can write A1 is equal to area A1 is equal to what is this? Pm minus 0 and del 0 to delta C dot dv. So area A1 becomes, now we integrate Pm with respect to delta, so it becomes, its value is Pm roster delta C minus delta G. Equation number 1. Similarly, area A2 is equal to from delta C to delta maximum. From integrating accelerating power from delta C to delta maximum. And power is PE minus PM. Power is P max sin of delta minus PM into d of t. Now we integrate this equation, then we obtain area A2 is equal to P max cos sin delta is equal to cos minus cos delta and delta C is to delta maximum minus PM and delta maximum minus delta C. Again P max cos delta C minus cos delta maximum minus Pm delta maximum minus delta C. So here delta maximum is equal to pi minus delta 0. Delta maximum is equal to pi minus delta 0. Now we write delta maximum is equal to pi minus delta 0. Then we obtain critical clearing angle, that is cos delta C. Next we write A1 is equal to area A2 is equal to area A2. So it becomes Pm delta C minus delta 0 equal to P max cos delta C minus cos delta maximum and minus Pm delta maximum minus delta C. From equal area criteria, when accelerating area equal to deaccelerating area or system is stable. So here we put area A1 is equal to area A2. Area A1 is accelerating area and area A2 is deaccelerating area. Now we can solve these equations. So it becomes Pm delta C minus Pm delta 0 equal to P max cos delta C minus P max cos delta maximum plus Pm delta C minus Pm delta maximum. So there is Cm delta C, so Cm delta C cancel. Now from this Pm cos delta C, P max cos delta C is equal to Pm delta 0 plus minus Pm max cos delta maximum minus Pm delta maximum. So cos delta C is equal to Pm delta 0 minus P max cos delta maximum minus Pm delta maximum divided by P max. So therefore delta C is critical clearing angle. Here delta C is critical clearing angle. Critical clearing angle. Here angle delta C is critical clearing angle at which our machine should be so from this expression we see that fault in our system should be removed before critical clearing angle, because critical clearing angle delta C, it is the maximum rotor angle at which we have to remove the fault from our system to remain in stability. Similarly, the time taken to reach delta C is known as critical clearing time. Critical clearing time. Critical clearing time, that is TC. It is the time required to clear the fault is known as critical time. Maximum time up to which we have to clear the fault so that our system remain in stability is known as critical clearing time. The expression for TCR or critical clearing time is given as TCR is equal to 2H delta CR minus delta 0 2H delta CR minus delta 0 and Fy n BPM P maximum power 1 by half. This is the expression for TCR, that is critical clearing time. So thank you for today class, dear students.